Good afternoon, Power Life. My name is Brad, and my pronouns are he, him, and this is Power One. Before we begin, a couple of quick items. First, these are blocks. We use them in our practice to bring the ground a little bit closer. Please feel free to use them. I'll cue to some options that you may want. You may want to incorporate the use of blocks into your practice. If you don't have blocks right now, and if at any point during your practice you decide you would like one or two, just raise your hand and flag me down, and I'll go grab one or two for you. The other thing I'd like to just mention is the use of assist tokens. So these assist tokens essentially just allow me to come into your space. If at any point you have an assist token on your mat and you decide you no longer would like me in your space, you can place the token underneath your mat. That just withdraws your consent. The assist tokens just allow me, let me know that I can come into your space, help deepen a posture, or help you, or maybe adjust alignment, or find additional length. So that's all that. So that with all that out of the way, let me just give you a quick demo of chaturanga. Chaturanga is essentially a yogi push-up, and when I cue chaturanga, you'll have 3 different options you can choose from throughout your practice. When I say exhale chaturanga, your first option is to stay in high plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, engage your core, shine your hamstrings towards the sky. When I say inhale upward facing dog, you will stay in high plank, and when I say exhale downward facing dog, you will shoot your hips back towards where the ceiling meets the back wall. You will push through the L shape of your hands to send your tailbone towards the sky. Melt your heels towards the ground. It's fine if they never touch. All right, that's your first option. Your second option when I cue exhale chaturanga is to take chaturanga from your knees. So when I say exhale chaturanga, you'll drop your knees to your mat, bring your heels towards your glutes, bend your elbows to 90 degrees, keep your elbows close to your rib cage. Inhale, upward facing dog. You will flip your toes, ground the shoelace sides of your feet into the mat. Engage your core and your quads to lift off of your mat. Shine your heart through your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shoot your hips back. Melt your heels. All right. Your third and final option when I cue for chaturanga is to take chaturanga from the balls of your feet. So when I say exhale chaturanga, you'll start in high plank, then you'll bend your elbows to 90 degrees. Keep your elbows close to your chest, towards your rib cage. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip your toes. Shine your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. All 3 of those options build strength, and you can mix and match them throughout your practice. All right. So let's begin in child. Breathe. Bring your big toes to touch. Send your knees out wide. Send your hands, palms down towards the mirror. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. You've made it to your mat. The next 55 minutes are for you. Take this moment to let go of everything else that has gone on with your day. Inhale through your nose. Seal your lips. Exhale out your nose. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Continue on with this breathing, constricting the back of your throat. This will create an ocean sounding breath. This is our Ujjayi breath. This is the breath we use to ground ourselves in the present moment. We use this breath to still our minds, and to stay in the postures and stay in the work. Exhale. Inhale, tabletop. Breathe. Ground down your hands into your mat. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Stack your hips over your knees. Today we'll be talking a little bit about contentment. I have a quote from Jiddu Krishnamurti that says, "Contentment is never the outcome of fulfillment, of achievement, or of the possession of things. It is not born of action or inaction. It comes with the fullness of what is, not in the alteration of it." Inhale, upward, or exhale. Inhale, cow. Breathe. Shine your collarbone to the front mirrors. Hammock your belly towards your mat. Energetically push your tailbone to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, cat. Breathe. Push down through your hands and your knees into the mat. Arch your back towards the ceiling. Send your gaze between your legs. Today we'll be talking a little bit about contentment, what it means to be content on our mat, and what it means to find contentment off our mat. Exhale. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Push through the L shape of your hands to create a long line of energy from your hands through your tailbone. Bring a slight or generous bend into your knees to bring your chest closer to your hamstrings. Then let your heels sink towards the ground. This should create more hamstring engagement. Contentment can be easy when the going is easy, but can we be content even when things are difficult? In my own practice, I found that yoga has helped me find contentment even when things are challenging. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, ragdoll at the top of your mat. Breathe. Send your feet out wide, at least hips width distance or mat width distance apart. You can allow your arms to hang, or you can capture your elbows. Bring your weight into the balls of your feet. Allow your torso to drape heavy over your quads. You may need to invite a generous bend in your knees to do that. Inhale. Exhale your hands to the mat. Bring your feet closer together where you like to practice. Inhale, standing at attention, Samastiti. Breathe. Ground down through the four corners of your feet. Push your hands at heart center together to engage your biceps and your shoulders. Tuck your tummy in towards your spine. Take a moment to seal your intention for your practice today. If you do not have an intention of your own, you can take mine, which is to practice active contentment in and off your mat. Inhale, exhale, release your hands to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Breathe. Ground down through your feet. Engage your quads. Drive your hips through your body. Release your shoulders from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Breathe. Place your hands on your thighs or on your shins. Just avoid your knee joints for safety. Send your weight more to the balls of your feet. Create a long line of energy from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Breathe. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Engage your core. Shine your hamstrings towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down to the mat. Great control. Inhale, low cobra, Bhujangasana. Breathe. Ground the shoelace sides of your feet into the ground. So much so that your shins and your knees lift. You can spider tip or float your hands. Keep your gaze straight down at your mat to avoid the crinkle in your neck. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll flow that twice. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to high plank. Inhale to stay. Exhale, slowly lower down to your mat. Inhale, low cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to high plank. Inhale to stay. Exhale, slowly lower down to your mat. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we'll move on. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Breathe. Turn your thighs in towards each other. Engage your core to take the sway out of your low back. Send your hips back and down towards the back edge of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember your options. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe. Frame your right foot with your hands. Your hands can be on the ground. They can be spider tipped, or they can be hovering. Energetically push your left heel back to stack over the ball of your foot, over the ball of the foot. Keep a 90-degree bend in your front knee. Inhale or exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Breathe. Create a 90-degree bend in your front knee. Ground down through the knife edge of your back foot equally. Energetically send energy to your front and back hand. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe. Press your right hand into your right leg to spread your left shoulder back towards the back wall or to the side wall. Remember your warrior two legs. This is a great option for a block if you'd like, to bring the ground a little bit closer to your right hand. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Breathe. If your right leg is straightened, bring the bend back into it. You can either let your left arm rest on your leg, or you can bring it behind you for a bind. Send your gaze up towards your right hand or down to your left foot for grounding. Whichever way you look and whatever bind you take, make sure your chest and your hips are squared to the side wall. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe. Again, frame your left foot with your hands. Energetically pull your thighs towards each other. Shine your right hamstring towards the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Breathe. Create a 90-degree bend in your front leg. Equally push through the blade edge of your right foot. Find a point of focus over your left hand. Soften your gaze. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe. Press your left arm into your left leg. If you find a crinkle in your side body, lift your right hand up 1 more inch. Focus on opening your hips towards the side wall. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Breathe. Remember your options for the bind, either behind your back or place your right arm on your right leg. Send your left arm up first, then back like you're high-fiving the back wall. If you've lost your warrior 2 legs, bring the 90-degree bend back into your front knee. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll flow that twice. Inhale. Exhale, release. All right. Seal your lips. Inhale. Gaze forward. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time through. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, lower your knees to your mat. Send your feet out in front of you. We'll prepare for Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. So bring your soles of your feet to touch. Release your back down to the mat. Place your hands behind your head. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. Continue on at your own pace. Exhale, rise. Inhale, release. I like Brad's option of lifting his feet off the mat as he crunches. Make sure that you keep a space between your chin and your chest. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Exhale, release. Great job, everyone. Next up is yogi bicycles. So bring your reverse tabletop, your feet. Engage your yogi toes. Keep your hands behind your head like before. Again, we'll inhale to prepare. Exhale, send your right knee or right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, lower. Exhale, your left elbow to your right knee. Continue on at your own pace, alternating your knee and elbow. I like Brad's option of extending the alternate foot as he crunches. Focus more on creating the crunch from your side rather than bringing your knee to your elbow. 2 more on each side. Exhale, release. Great job, everybody. Just a little bit more. Put your heels close on your mat, close to your glutes. Place your hands, palms down on your mat. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, rise, bridge, breathe. Ground down your feet into your mat. Send your knees towards the front mirrors. Pretend that there's a tennis ball between your chest and your chin. Continue to breathe. Can you lift your hips 1 more inch? Exhale, release it down to your mat. Great job, everybody. Bring the soles of your feet to touch for Supta Baddha Konasana. We'll take a few breaths here. Put one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. There's a quote that says, we are the thieves of our own happiness. We do this a lot through comparison, through anchoring to an outcome that we want or desire. And as I mentioned before, talking a little bit about contentment. Contentment is the ability to find peace despite the external. And I think a lot of times we happen to steal happiness from ourselves by looking external rather than finding contentment internally. When you're ready, bring your hands to your thighs, close your legs like a book, rock side to side, roll forward and back, and we'll meet at the top of our mat. All right, the spotlight posture for today is crow pose. So I will quickly demo that for you, and then I'll let you play for just a few minutes, and then we will get back on with our flow. So crow pose, the chaturangas we've been doing have been preparing us for this moment. What you'll do is you'll essentially start from a forward fold. Place your hands on your mat, shoulder width distance apart. You will bend your knees to bring them close to your triceps. You can place your knees on your triceps or on the outside of your triceps. If you're going to push them into your triceps, you need to push in. If you're going to put them on the outside, then you're going to pull them in, your knees in. Regardless of which option you choose, what you're going to do is you can start like this, and that you can. This is crow. You can lift one foot, you can lift the other foot, or you can try to do a flying crow. If you do flying crow, send your gaze 6 to 12 inches in front of you. You go where you look. All right, and blocks are very useful here. You can use blocks to bring your hips higher up so that your knees can get higher into your armpits, or you can use blocks in front of you just as a form of support so that if you tip over, your head doesn't have far to go. All right, I'll give you just a minute and then we will get back on with our flow. All right. Awesome job, everybody. Was that anyone's first time doing crow? Was that anyone's first time flying their crow? Awesome, awesome, great job. All right, we'll get back to our flow. So let's meet in downward facing dog, and before we move on, we will reunite our breath. Inhale, exhale, sigh it out. One more like that. Inhale, exhale, sigh it out. Now, inhale, seal your lips. Exhale through your nose. Re-engage your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Breathe. Energetically bring your thighs closer together. Create a 90-degree bend in your front knee. You may need to invite a bend into your back leg to straighten out your back. Inhale. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge. Breathe. Drive your left elbow into your right knee. Use that leverage to shine your right shoulder to the wall behind you. Send your left shoulder towards the wall in front of you. Great option to drop to your knee to focus more on the twist. Inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Breathe. Bring the right foot to the right corner of the right upper corner of your mat. You can stay on your palms. You can drop to your forearms. You can use blocks. Breathe into your hips. This can be this posture can have a lot of sensation tied to it. Let go of the comparison to others. Find what serves you today. If you've released down to your forearms, exhale back up to your palms. Inhale to high plank. Exhale your left hand to the center of your mat underneath your nose. Inhale, side plank. Breathe. You can stack or scissor your feet. Rainbow your hips towards the ceiling. Energetically send your right hand 1 more inch towards the sky. Exhale to high plank. Inhale to stay. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Breathe. Squeeze your thighs towards each other. Send your right heel back to be over the ball of your foot. Again, invite a generous bend into your right foot to straighten out your spine. Inhale. Exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge. Breathe. If your right hip has dropped, bring it back up. Push your right elbow into your left leg to spread your chest towards the sidewall. You can send your gaze up to your left shoulder for an extra balance challenge. Inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Breathe. Send your left foot to the upper left corner of your mat. Again, you can surrender down to your forearms if you'd like. Our hips can be different on side to side. So if you're going to focus more on finding the same sensation rather than finding the same depth. So if you need a different depth here, do what best serves you in your body. Can we listen to our body and be content where it is today? If you've surrendered down to your forearms, exhale your hands back underneath you. Inhale to high plank. Exhale your right hand underneath your nose. Inhale, side plank. Breathe. Again, you can stack or scissor your feet. Rainbow your hips towards the ceiling. Keep your core engaged. Inhale. Exhale to high plank. Inhale to stay. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we'll catch our flow and add a few things, remove some things. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale to low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Listen for the change. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, triangle. Breathe. Keep your chest and hips squared to the side ball. Focus more on creating the hinge from your hip rather than touching the ground. If you're having any crunching in your side body, lift your left arm 1 more inch. Imagine you're a waffle in a toaster. Squeeze everything to the center. Exhale. Inhale, star. Exhale, horse. Breathe. Send your big toes out to 10 and 2. Send your heels towards the center of your mat. Bend your knees as low as you can. Keep a flat back. Exhale, 1 more inch. Inhale, rise to star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember your options. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Listen for the change. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle. Breathe. Push your left arm into your left leg so you spread your chest wide towards the side wall. Then energetically send your right hand straight up. You can send your gaze up for a balance challenge or down to your feet for grounding. Exhale. Inhale, star. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Send your weight into the balls of your feet. Send your hips up the wall behind you. You can place your hands right in line with your feet or behind. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. We won't stay here long. Exhale, eagle on the right. Breathe. Send your left leg over, your left arm under. Ground down through your right foot. You can either take the eagle bind, or if that hurts your shoulders, you can take a bear hug. You can kickstand your feet or allow it to float, or you can wrap it all the way around if you can. This is a chair pose, so send your hips back, but bring your shoulders to stack over your hips the best you can. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, mountain pose. Utkatasana. Exhale, eagle on the left. Breathe. Ground down through your left foot. Send your right leg over, your right arm under. Engage your core to create a strong foundation. Squeeze your thighs together for additional stability. Let your gaze rest on something that isn't moving. Balancing postures are a mental and physical challenge. Can we accept with grace when we fall out of these postures and start again? Inhale, exhale, release. Great job, everybody. Inhale, mountain pose. Tadasana. Exhale, dancer on the right. Breathe. Ground down through your right foot. Capture the inside of your left foot with your left hand. Send your right hand towards the sky. Now this is dancer. And this, if you'd like to express your dancer, you can hinge at your hips. Send your gaze forward and up. Square your hips and your shoulders with the front mirror. Inhale. Exhale, release. Shake that out. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, dancer on the left. Breathe. Ground down through your left foot. Capture the inside of your right foot with your right hand. Again, this is dancer. If you'd like it to express your dancer, you can do so. Just keep your hips and your chest squared with the front mirror. Focus on what serves you today. Let go of comparison. Let go of difference. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release. Shake it off. All right. Inhale, Tadasana. Inhale, Samasthiti, standing at attention. Exhale, tree on the right. Breathe. Ground down your right foot into your mat. Bring your left foot to your thigh or to your ankle. Just avoid your knee joint for safety. Push equally from your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot to create opposing force for stability. Square your hips towards the front of the room, but use your knee to open your hips up. If you like, you can grow your branches. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more side, and then we'll start winding it down. Inhale, Samastiti, standing at attention. Exhale, tree on the left. Breathe. Ground down through your left foot into the mat. Again, you can place your foot on your thigh, your calf, or your ankle. Just avoid your knee joint for safety, and you can grow your branches. For those of you who practice semi-regularly, you'll know that our trees can look different from day to day and from week to week. Can you accept that difference from day to day without judgment? Look at it with curiosity and inquiry, but without judgment. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Your last one, remember your options. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, half pigeon. Breathe. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. You can look over your right shoulder to square your hips. And if you'd like, you can surrender down. Please feel free to use blocks to bring the ground closer if that is more comfortable for you. Right now, I'm in a season of life where work is presenting a lot of change and a lot of challenge. And I'm a type A personality, so I would normally in the past that would stress me out. It's a lot of things that I can't control, a lot of things that I want to be able to fix, but they're not within my power. They're not necessarily all within my power to fix. If you surrender down, bring yourself back up to your palms. Exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, half pigeon on the left. Breathe. Bring your left knee to your left wrist. Look over your left shoulder to square your hips. Then surrender down. Like I said, that this kind of stress at work would have just ruined my month or my week or whatever. But I found that instead I can go to work, and despite the stress, despite all the challenges and things we're dealing with right now, I feel calm. Not happy, not sad, but just at peace. Knowing that I am doing my best, and that's enough. If you surrender down, exhale your hands back to your mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, gently lower your knees to your mat. Swing your knees out in front of you. Inhale, lift your arms over your head. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe. And what I've found is that yoga has taught me that I can sit in the challenge. I can sit in the work and I can breathe through it. I can acknowledge the challenge without letting the challenge create inner turmoil. And I think that's what the contentment of yoga, Santosha, is really about. It's about allowing us to sit in the discomfort without judgment, observe it, breathe into it, bring our best intentions into the actions we take, and let what is be. Exhale. Inhale, rise back to center. Exhale, gently lower down to your mat. Inhale, bring your right elbow to your right side body, or your right knee to your right side body. Exhale, send it over for supine twist. Breathe. Keep your shoulders glued to your mat. Focus more on the length of your spine over the twist. And if you'd like an additional sensation, you can send your gaze over your right shoulder. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch out your legs. Inhale your left knee to your left side body. Exhale, send it over for supine twist. Breathe. Again, keep your shoulders glued to your mat. So it's my hope for you that through these postures, through this work, you're able to breathe into the present moment. Let go of the comparison. Acknowledge the challenge without letting it disturb you. Let will be, be. Inhale back to center. Wrap your arms around your shins. Exhale, happy baby. This is our last active posture. Keep your low back sealed to the mat. You can bring your hands to your feet, your shins, your calves, your thighs, whatever is most accessible to you. You can rock side to side. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Close your knees like a book. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself one last hug for all the work you've done. Inhale. Exhale to Shavasana. I'll bring you out in just a few moments. Send your legs long. Let your arms rest beside you. Palms up for receiving or down for grounding. you found something nice, you can stay as you are. If you're ready to move on with your day, slowly begin to bring sensation back into your hands and into your feet. Slowly increase that sensation. You can send your chin to one shoulder and then the other. Inhale, send your arms and legs long for the biggest stretch of your day. Exhale to your right side body for supported fetal position. Use your right bicep as a pillow. Place your left hand in front of your heart on the ground. Bring your legs close in. Feel the support of your mat and the earth beneath it. Feel the support of all your fellow yogis around you. But most of all, feel the support from yourself. On your next inhale, bring yourself up to a seated position at the top of your mat. Keep eyes remain heavy. It is truly an honor to teach today. I hope that this practice helps you in your day-to-day life find contentment in the present moment, letting go of the past, rejecting the anxiety of the future, and just being in the present moment. Inhale your hands to third eye center, the soft space between your eyes. The student, the teacher, the light in me is deeply honored and loves the student, the teacher, the light in each and every one of you. We bow to each other and say, Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.